So I'm going to ask you one last time, are you refusing to leave the property or identify your residency? If I see you back on property, you'll be detained.
You haven't identified yourself.
I'm property security. I'm with Front Range Patrol.
Yeah, what's your name?
I don't have to give you my name. I'm not a police officer. You don't pay my paycheck. So I'm going to ask you one last time, are you refusing to leave the property or identify your residency? If I see you back on property, you'll be detained.
You haven't identified yourself.
I'm property security. I'm with Front Range Patrol. I'm going to ask you one last time, are you refusing to leave the property or identify your residency?
I'm about to go to the store.
Okay, so go. Get moving. If I see you back on property, you'll be detained. You do not live on property. You refuse to identify. And you're refusing to leave.
Who are you, dude?
Property security is what we're here for.
You haven't identified yourself.
I'm property security. I'm with Front Range Patrol.
Yeah, I know.
33.
What's your name?
I don't have to give you my name. I'm not a police officer. You don't pay my paycheck. Your taxes don't have nothing about me. Your taxes have nothing to do with me.
I don't have to give you my name, dude.
Okay, so I'm asking you to step out the vehicle now, man. I'm not going to do this with you tonight.
You're going to open my vehicle?
Absolutely. You're on private property. You're refusing to identify, and you're refusing to leave private property. Okay, what unit?
I live here.
What unit?
I live here.
So I can advise property management.
Who are you, dude?
Who on their property is acting like an absolute child. Making threats.
Making threats?
Yeah, you told me, do you really want to do this right now? When I simply asked you to turn the music down and stop smoking.
I turned it down.
As far as I'm concerned, that's a threat.
I turned it down.
And I also advised you that you need to identify yourself. I'm not going to do this with you. Paycheck, my taxes don't have nothing about me. Your taxes have nothing to do with me.
I don't have to give you my name, dude.
Okay, so I'm asking you to step out the vehicle now, man. I'm not going to do this with you tonight.
You're going to open my vehicle?
Absolutely. You're on private property. You're refusing to identify, and you're refusing to leave private property. Okay, what unit?
I live here.
What unit?
I live here.
So I can advise property management.
Who are you, dude?
Who on their property is acting like an absolute child. Making threats.
Making threats?
Yeah, you told me, do you really want to do this right now? When I simply asked you to turn the music down and stop smoking.
I turned it down.
As far as I'm concerned, that's a threat.
I turned it down.
And I also advised you that you need to identify yourself.
And you open my door.
Because you're on private property.
No, I live here.
I don't care.
I live here, dude.
I don't care. You will refuse. I've refused on several occasions.
Dude.
You've been asked several times what unit you live in.
I'm about to go to the store.
Well, it's too late for that now.
No, it's not.
Now we're waiting for my partner.
No, it's not, dude.
Yeah, we are.
You open my door, man. I'm out there. What this stupid ass talking about? Man, I'm about to go. This dude talking about? Now this dude wanna block me from leaving.
Do you claim to be a resident? Are you going to tell me what unit you live in?
I'm trying to leave, dude.
This is a perfect example. Some people can't even become security officers. But you see what this dude, he opened his door the first time, and now he's trying to open it up again, telling him where you live at, pulling out his taser. Like this dude, man,
As you're questioned about it, you're like, oh, well, now you're willing to hear me.
I'm trying to leave,
Okay,
man.
so here's how it goes, man.
I'm trying to leave,
You're
dude.
refusing to identify what unit you live in.
I'm trying to leave, dude.
And as soon as you're questioned about it, you're like, oh, I actually live here. Oh,
I do.
Now that they're actually going to do something, I'm going to decide to leave the property. So as far as we're concerned, you are not a resident of this property. If I see you on property again, you will be detained.
Okay.
If I see your car here, unless, again, I don't see any sort of permit. If I see your car in the parking lot again, it will be towed. You understand?
No, I don't, but okay.
No, it will.
I hear you.
Okay. So are you going to come back to the property? Or
I
you
hear
understand?
you. I hear you.
You hear me? Awesome. Have a good night, child.
You goofy.
Detained.
Okay.
If I see your car here, unless, again, I don't see any sort of permit. If I see your car in the parking lot again, it will be towed. You understand?
No, I don't, but okay.
No, it will.
I hear you.
Okay. So are you going to come back to the property? Or
I
you
hear
understand?
you. I hear you.
You hear me? Awesome. Have a good night, child.
You goofy. This motherfucker blocked me. Yeah, get the out the way.
Shalom to the elect of Yasharala, all praises and glory goes to our mighty power Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the legmen feeding the sheep of Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushai in sincerity and truth with this great gospel coming out of our Bible, man, strictly for the Israelites. Right, strictly for the Israelites, because this word is not for the other nations. The other nations, they got what they believe in. They got their own powers. They got their own deities, right? They got their own gods, right? And they have their own lot, right? Here you got Esau and his lot. This is his kingdom, right? You had the Persians, you had the Medes, you had the the Egyptians. They had their time, right? All these nations had a time to rule, and guess what? The last and final nation ruling right now is Esau, Edom. The wicked that the Bible speak of, and then who is his chief enemy? Who does he hate the most? You Israelites. You Israelites, you Negroes, you Hispanics and Native Americans, and that scattered seed throughout the four corners of the earth. And here in this society, you're not safe. You're not safe in Babylon the Great, right? Even on your own property, you're not safe, right? The devil looks at you as what? Dirt. The devil looks at you as a criminal, as a offender, a drug dealer, right? A rapist, a robber, a thief, right? That's how he looks at you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And you got these low-level crackers, right? These low-level Edomites, right? These Edomites, man, they ain't worth a dead fly in their own society, right? They can't get no good jobs. They can't get no credit fucked up. They can't buy no property, right? They ain't got no women. They ain't got no friends, right? All they got is a job, right? Like this dude, top flight, opening doors. He acting like he a goddamn cop. You in a society, man, where you got a regular cracker acting like they a cop. I seen one video where that dude, he working at a store. He done left the place of business just to go see who's at the next store in the parking lot talking about, what are you doing here? I'm like, this cracker done lost his mind. Right? These Edomites, they in a time where they thinking they're untouchable. They gonna call the police on you. That's why the scriptures tell us, man, what it say? Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Why? Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction, right? It's polluted with the philosophies and the idols and the doctrines of the other nations, right? And guess what? It's going to destroy you, right? Because guess what? These people are on demon time. You got a nation called Esau, Edom, who has a perpetual hatred for the children of Israel, right? Who despises the children of Israel over what? A birthright that he gave to his brother over a piece of meat, right? And here we are living out these prophecies, living out the end of what his promise, the end of Esau, Edom's promise, right? It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. Yeah, this is not our rest here in Babylon the Great. So here in Babylon the Great, you shouldn't be arguing with a low-level Edomite. You shouldn't be arguing with nobody. Like, the days of arguing is a thing of the past. Look at the mailman in New York City who got stabbed by that tall-ass transgender. Talking about a woman stabbed a mail carrier. Yeah, it was a big-ass transgender. Big, tall-ass, skinny-ass transgender stabbed a motherfucking mail carrier because he arguing in a line over at a fucking sandwich shop. Right? You just had two teenagers. One of them got stabbed up because they bumped into another motherfucker at a line at a sandwich shop, right? So it's like, anytime one thing happens, prepare for it to happen again and again, because the Lord's turning up, man. This ain't no time to be arguing with nobody. I'm going to read the scriptures. Let's get this. It says, Matthew 5, verse 24, agree with thine adversary quickly while thou art in the way with him, right? Here we are in captivity, right? Underneath a heathen, base man who don't fucking have no understanding of nothing. All he know is hate. All he know is hate, bloodshed, and murder. Right? It says, agree with thine adversary quickly while thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast in prison. Man, these crackers looking to put your ass in jail or in the grave. Right? They either want to put you in the grave, put you in the hospital, or put your ass in prison. That's because they don't give a damn about you, man. Jake don't understand. He's at war with his chief enemy, which is Esau Edom, right? Proverbs 15:1 said, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. I'm reading again, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Yeah. All he had to say is, sir, I'm sorry. I live here. I apologize. I'll turn the music down. Sure. Okay. No problem. Yeah. And it would have been over with. But arguing with these people is a waste of time. They looking for something to argue about. You got to realize a lot of these people don't have no friends, don't have no family. That's why they be wanting a conversation. They be wanting something to do. Don't give them something to do, man, especially in this society. Stay away from these people, really. Isaiah 33:6 says, in wisdom and knowledge shall what? Be the stability of thy times, right? You got to use what? Wisdom and knowledge. Right? You can't move like these other people move, because what they using, they moving off emotions, right? They moving off emotions, anger, right? Don't let that anger guide you. I'm reading wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. For the fear of Yahweh is his treasure. And what if you fear the Lord, he's going to preserve you from the said perils. Right? And he's going to direct thy paths where you ain't got to come into that type of bullshit. What else the scripture says? If man's ways please the man, let's get it. Yes, here we go. Proverbs 16 verse 7. And it reads, when a man's ways please the Lord Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. I'm reading it again. It says, when a man's ways please Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him, right? Yeah, when you pleasing the Lord, even your enemies gonna be at peace with you, right? We done had all type of things happen to us where enemies done fell back. Enemies were supposed to lay us down. They done fell back and apologize. Police was supposed to turn up on us, man. They stepped back and said, we ain't touching those guys. And they left one cop by herself. She came out there trying to be a hero, trying to be tough. And the detectives fell back. Right? You know, when the detectives fall back, it's serious. She's just a regular uniformed cop, man. Them detectives pull up quick. They seen who it was, man. They said, we ain't touching these guys. Because they know what we about. We ain't about no beef. We all about reading the scriptures. The same Bible your mama was reading at one time, and them fake-ass Catholic churches. Yeah, the same Bible these people grew up in society. Now they finding out the true words of the scriptures, and guess what? What the fuck can you do? You can't do a goddamn thing about it. Can't do nothing about it. I'm reading Proverbs 16:7. When a man's ways please the Lord Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So you got to please the Lord by what? Feeding his sheep, right? By doing his will, by keeping his commandments, man, to the best of your abilities, right? Because in this society, we're rehearsing the righteous acts, man, preparing for what the kingdom to come. We're really looking to be saved and delivered from what's coming. And I'm going to read the book of, let's go to the 1 Peter 5 verse 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion walketh about seeking whom he may devour, right? These devils on demon time, because they looking to hurt something, because that's in their spirit, to be a thief, a murderer, a robber, a killer, a destroyer, all right, a blood shedder, right? A destroyer of nations, a heritage taker, right? A polluter of lands, a poisoner of waters and air, right? That's his spirit. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion walketh about seeking whom he may devour. And he got his eyes set on who? The children of Israel. The children of Israel. I'm going to read the book of Ezekiel 35:5. It says, because what? This is talking about Esau Edom, right? Because it says, set thy heart. Because you got to get on Esau Edom. They be like, don't talk about Esau Edom, right? Who else we going to talk about? Who else we going to talk about? You got to talk about the adversary, the chief adversary, Satan, the devil, Esau Edom, the wicked. And it says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Who put us into captivity? Right? Who shed the blood of innocent people? who took over the Americas, right? It's Esau, Edom. It says because whose hands are we in right now? Esau, Edom. Who's the chariots visiting Esau, Edom? Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end, right? That's Esau, Edom. He has had a perpetual hatred. Let's go into perpetual. Never ending. He has had a never ending or changing, a deep caves and perpetual darkness, everlasting, never ending, an eternal hatred, a permanent, a unending, a endless, without end, a lasting, a long lasting, a constant, abiding, enduring. Right? This man, a timeless, ageless, a deathless, undying, immortal, right? Unchanging, unwavering, right? This man, he ain't unfading, changeless, right? Unbroken, persistent, unceasing, uninterrupted, right? This man ain't playing around. He's not playing around with this hatred that he has for who? The children of Israel. Let's go to this. This is the book of Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob. Why? Because of the blessings wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of my father, for the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob, right? That's what's in Esau's heart, in his mind, to kill his brother. Why? Because he gave his blessings over to his brother, and he's jealous. Right, and this perpetual hatred, this ongoing, this everlasting, right, this uninterrupted hatred that he has for the children of Israel ain't gonna cease until who our Lord Yahweh come back and bring his ass down, right? Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessings wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then what? Then will I slay my brother Jacob, right? And that's what's in his heart. That's what's in his mind. So we need our Lord Yahweh come deliver us through the power and strength of his Father Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shalom.